I wanted you to fight for me. I wanted you to say there is no one else that you could ever be with and that you'd rather be alone than without me.
Welcome to CineFact, and today we'll be counting down our picks from the top 10 on-screen couples from film and TV who, despite their performances, hated each other in real life.
Don't touch me! I hate you! I hate you!
Number 10. Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson, 50 Shades of Grey.
Why do you need to?
Because it's the way I am!
Let's get this out of the way first. Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson do not hate each other, and they get along well enough now. But there was a time when things seemed a little awkward between the two of them.
They were kind of forced into being best friends.
I couldn't have said it nicer myself.
Fans continuously pointed out their palpable lack of chemistry on press tours, and many websites singled out their uncomfortable presence at the 2017 Oscars. Director James Foley also claims that they didn't fully bond until the first movie's press tour, so things were clearly a little off while filming 50 Shades of Grey. We can't say that we blame them for the reported awkwardness though. Filming that kind of movie must be very difficult. Number 9. Luke Wilson and Kate Beckinsale, Vacancy.
Hey, at least you're dreaming about me, right? That's kind of an improvement.
Back in 2007, Luke Wilson and Kate Beckinsale starred in a thriller called Vacancy. It followed a combative couple who are teetering on the edge of divorce as they are stalked and harassed at a creepy motel. Kate and Luke didn't need to do much acting to portray an antagonist couple, because on set, sources claimed that they did not get along.
I guess it could be worse, you know. We could be stuck in that twin bed at your folks' house trying to pretend like we're a happy couple.
The sources allege that Luke frequently did not show up to work on time and or was hungover. In fact, he was supposedly outwardly rude and awful to Kate. Things apparently got so bad between them that Kate refused to act with him, instead sending out a picture with a note that said, "Read your lines to this, it will be better for both of us."
Why didn't you just stay on the interstate?
I don't know.
Number 8. Walter Matthau and Barbara Streisand, Hello Dolly.
You're thinking of getting married. You might as well learn right now that you have to let women be women.
Hello Dolly had a very troublesome production, and one of its main issues was a truly bitter relationship between stars Barbara Streisand and Walter Matthau. Walter quickly grew irritated at the much younger Barbara's insistence at shooting multiple takes, and it wasn't long before he couldn't even stand in the same room as a budding star. He also referred to Barbara as an incompetent actress and a freak attraction like a boa constrictor.
Dolly Levi, you are a damned exasperating woman.
Why, Horace Vandergelder, that is the nicest thing you have ever said.
Walter even refused to kiss her, forcing the production crew to work some movie magic for their on-screen kiss. Barbara hated Walter in turn, referring to him as old sewer mouth. Maybe that's why they refused to kiss.
All I wanted to say was, goodbye.
Number 7. Jason Lee and Shannon Doherty, Mallrats.
Did you knock it off?
God.
What?
She has garnered quite a reputation over the years and is often regarded as one of the biggest divas in television history. Unfortunately, for her Mallrats love interest, who was played by Jason Lee, she seemed to be just as problematic while working in the movies.
I've never met a person who lives in as much fear of his mother as you do.
Jason Lee apparently found Shannon very rude and difficult to work with, and he claims that she was heavily spoiled throughout the production. His comments are reminiscent of those of Jason Priestley and Alyssa Milano, both of whom openly acknowledge Shannon's belligerent personality and work ethic.
Brody, what kills me about you is your inability to function on the same plane of existence as the rest of us. Piss off.
Number 6. Pierce Brosnan and Terry Hatcher, Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tell me, James, do you still sleep with a gun under your pillow?
In the franchise's 18th installment, Pierce Brosnan as Bond tries to stop a media mogul from starting World War III. Behind the scenes, the media reported that Brosnan was constantly furious with the co-star Terry Hatcher as she kept coming late to work in the morning. As it turns out, Hatcher was pregnant at the time of filming and was experiencing morning sickness. Brosnan later admitted to having said some things he shouldn't have, and has since apologized to Hatcher as he was not aware of her situation.
Do you know I used to look in the papers every day for your obituary?
Well, I'm sorry I keep disappointing you.
He also told the press that everything had been blown out of proportion and that supposed feuding wasn't as big as everyone had made it out to be. Regardless, it had still been a big deal at the time.
Did I get too close for comfort?
Number 5. Selma, Blair, and Charlie Sheen. Anger management. Whatever you do, do not tell Charlie Sheen that he has a poor work ethic.
How was your day, Doctor?
It's about to get much better. Whatever you call a person with a master's degree.
While filming Anger Management, Selma Blair allegedly complained about Charlie's lack of work ethic as she thought he took too long to learn his lines. Word got back to Charlie and according to an insider, he flew off the candle.
You completely mental?
Creating an awkward, untoxic situation. Sheen retaliated by firing Blair by a nasty text message in which he allegedly called her the C word. However, Sheen says that they were planning on writing Blair's character off anyway to make the show and Charlie's character more interesting.
I'm having problems with my best friend.
Charlie?
Not you. I got a lot more friends than you.
Regardless, Selma lawyered up and demanded $1.2 million in lost wages. Number 4. Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. Romeo and Juliet.
I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this.
Romeo and Juliet are literature's most iconic lovers, so it's very ironic that the two leads playing them did not get along. In this 1996 modern adaptation of the famous Shakespeare play, Romeo and Juliet vie for each other, despite their respective families' constant fighting. However, in real life, Danes reported that DiCaprio was a nuisance on set, acting very immature due to his pranks and crew members and general goofball attitude.
I defy you, stars!
DiCaprio in turn called Danes stuck-up and too serious. While the characters may be star-crossed lovers, the actors couldn't have been more mismatched.
Romeo, oh, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Number 3. Sophia Bush and Chad Michelle Murray. One Tree Hill.
The difference? The difference is I love you, Brooke.
Things were quite sweet for a while there. Sophia and Chad grew close throughout their time on One Tree Hill and even married in April 2005, right before the conclusion of the second season. However, they were separated the following September and later divorced. According to a friend of Sophia, Chad didn't share Sophia's enthusiasm for the sanctity of marriage.
I wanted you to fight for me. I wanted you to say there is no one else that you could ever be with and that you'd rather be alone than without me.
Sophia later told Andy Cohen that she never wanted to marry Chad, whose rep clapped back by saying that wasn't true and that Chad doesn't feel the need to engage in this type of behavior.
Yeah.
Then you get married.
Oh, yeah.
And you got married after how long?
I don't even know.
Right.
And it was not a thing I actually really wanted to do.
Ouch. It sounds like there is still some bad blood between the two. Number 2. Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny, The X-Files.
What am I coming to see?
I'm not going to tell you. I want you to decide for yourself.
David and Gillian's hostile working relationship has been well documented. Their disagreements have been known since at least 1996, when Chris Nixon's book told of the fine line between the actors' happiness and irritability between each other.
It just means that proving to the world the existence of alien life is not my last dying wish.
How about Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny?
Other reports subsequently came out over the years, many of which recounted a strained working and personal relationship. David also told Metro that they often couldn't stand the sight of each other, and Gillian told The Guardian that she and David went through periods of not speaking to each other. Reports of a full-on vitriolic hater may be exaggerated, but there's no denying that the actors had a tense and troublesome relationship.
There was a lot of camaraderie there, it seemed like. Was it always like that?
No.
No.
Number 1. Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams, The Notebook.
Say I'm a bird.
No.
This romantic drama about two lovers who are kept from each other because of their social standings is regarded as one of the seminal chick flicks of our generation. So it's disappointing to hear that the star-crossed lovers didn't actually get along on set. Director Nick Cassavetes reported that Gosling tried to have McAdams replaced due to his strong negative feelings for her. This led to a therapy session that saw the co-stars having it out with each other through screaming and yelling. Perhaps this very intense dislike for each other is what helped make the on-screen couple's passion translate so well to the big screen. Whatever the case may be, it seemed they got over their differences, albeit temporarily, as the two actors actually went on to date for a bit after the movie had been completed.
Don't touch me! I hate you! I hate you!
Which couple were you surprised to see on this list? Let us know in the comments. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from CineFact and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.